great. If they're looking for the end.
Oh!
They're like, no, not today, Casters. Not today.
Crab is like, we talked about this before. If you want a 1v1, CC.
Story as we go into game number 1.
Whew, the home crowd, man. Just after, you know, what we saw earlier on today, they end it in a sweep, and now they're here for full-on games. We'll see if we get 5 here. This approaches up. Already a lot of poking early on between SRG and TLID here, but also specifically when you look at this time around, you know, I gotta say, we gotta talk about Cram's Benedetta. This is not a hero we've seen pop up too often throughout the entirety of M6. A lot of poking already.
Cram gonna take a little bit of damage. Phantom Slash over. Just both poking each other. This is a signature though for Stormy. He always just goes lethal ignition. Any hero, lethal ignition, Stormy.
Early burst is what they're looking for. Humes jumping in, compromising Yehezkiel's position, looking for that TKO, and indeed he will. I guess you go out on your own terms.
By the way, I gotta talk about this. The only time we saw a Tigreal from Witty in MPL Indonesia, it was a loss. So that was his debut on the Tig, and that's it. So for him to be bringing up a pick like this means they've been cooking something up.
They've been practicing, they've been cooking. We'll see if it works here, but that's the same thing, you know, the fact that even the last series we saw Humes play the Jawhead constantly, and you heard the crowd reaction when the Cho was locked in, and people just were like, all right, Humes is gonna get his Cho pick already. Innocent's gonna be fine again. Here comes Humes.
Might be able to go for it. Just the Jikundo. And a couple of balls from Innocent.
Hard time for the untouchable one up top. Both of them hit with a TKO. Humes crossing the threshold so early. In mid though, check this out.
Great stun. Electrifying beats from Fabian. It'll just be a bit of damage. Whoa! This guy's gonna be taken low. Whoa, taken down. Aran picks up first blood. Humes, Jikundo in the mid lane. Concussive blast over to Yehezkiel. Aran knocked up with Jikundo. And he's still just going to be there.
Great pickup. First blood already for Aran. Really difficult for Skies. You know, going, whoa! Oh, one feathered airstrike. Not able to find the mark. They might just push them off here for the objective as SRG tries to go ahead and find their footing after that first blood kill.
Fabian looking to secure his orange first before things heat up inside the turtle pit. Cram clearing the wave, making sure Selangor Giants have a priority in the mid. Both teams taking their time.
You know, when they approach this, and they actually want to go ahead and go for this turtle, it's like they still have to go ahead and rely on the setups that Yehezkiel brings with their RWM.
Whoa.
Another airstrike, wow.
Is that a tap? I think that might have been a mistap. Down below, Electrifying beats over to Cram. It's going to be low. Humes walks up, no level 4 just yet. Fabian is able to escape. Good stun from Aran. But he is way lower than Skies.
If only he had the kick, man. Then that would have been set up. He still got it. Sacred Hammer going to be used. Still fighting for the space around this turtle. Probably the longest one we've seen so far. Trying to get set up here.
This is not a matchup that we're used to. Like, the Granger losing against the Bruno?
These are definitely going to skew the stats. Now Aran in trouble.
Wait, the Dragon. Revitalize coming down. Oh, Aran's going to be caught. Witty jumps in with the implosion.
Already, there's the setup. Sacred Hammer again, but they're going to disengage with the safety of the Glorious Pathway too. Objective secured. Humes, go ahead, go in for a poke, but that's going to be it. So, TLID gets the objective.
Long-term win for the Cavalry. Selangor Giants.
A whole lot of extra gold already. Taking a look at the emblems too. Again, Temporal Rain here for Fabian, the favorite emblem so far for a lot of the Joy players out there. And over this, you know, Cram, the fact that he's running the Festival of Blood, but with the Concussive Blast, he wants to be a little more tanky. I'm wondering, because we've seen some different combinations or iterations of this Benedetta as little as it's popped up, but he's going to be a big part, you know, into the team fights later on for SRG.
He's setting up these bigger team fights. The fact that Stormy can just randomly press Feathered Airstrike and there would be a random threat from the back line from SRG makes Team Liquid ID's usage of their massive ults all the more a precaution. You've never seen Yehezkiel use one quite yet, not in a big ticket team fight. Three Gears, they're not really crossing the river as much.
Yeah, they're playing it super slow, both teams. A very slow-paced game for both teams who actually really like to play fast-paced usually. It's all about aggression. We know for TLID, they come from the Brawl server. From Selangor Red Giants, they've just been brawling out too up against Spirit.
This is a very different SRG that we saw in the opening bout of today's broadcast. They went 3-0, blitzing through Team Spirit, knocking them out of M6. Here, they're taking a slow baby steps toward a dominant position. Liquid, though, standing strong, not allowing them to cross the river. Look at this. It's Witty the Wise, actually, posting up.
I would say that that's the way to go, but right now they're getting crashed down on here already. Cram in trouble. Has to get out. There's Witty.
Shot from Witty. An implosion to the airstrike to respond. And over Aran pops in the glorious pathway. And it will just be that, a kill over to Cram. And now they set their sights on the second turtle of the game.
And that's all it's going to take, you know, for TLID. Find a pick off. Good positioning from Witty. Goes and gets a turtle.
Oh! Sakai straight up yeeted that turtle.
Junpoo, well played, Skies.
Call it Grand Theft Turtle. Somebody catch this man. The Sky Prince just flying by.
That was not Prince behavior.
Flying by, walking by, whatever we want to call it. Now on the bottom side, of course, Fabian could be in trouble here.
Oh, okay.
Dashes in and out. He's going to be fine. I'm surprised, man. You know, I was thinking that TLID would secure that pretty well, but unfortunate.
You know what? Fabian actually used his retribution. It's just that there was a sliver of health, and I don't know. It happened so fast. Did Sakai surge in? Did he backwards Queller in?
I believe he surged in.
And then, boop, boop.
It's a blink by.
Yeah.
Not really a drive-by.
I would be malding if I was Fabian.
Hey, sometimes that happens, right? The 1 HP miscalculations. It's unfortunate, but I agree. That was a definite win.
All right, Liquid ID now have to reset. At least they're sticking to the status quo. They are crossing the river a little more liberally than SRG. Looking at these builds right now, you can see that there's a, what, 800, 700 gold lead on the untouchable one. Crap.
Benedetta, Sky's gonna be caught in a bit of trouble, but he should be able to escape. Aran's doing a lot of DOT, forcing Skies to blink backwards with dash. Blink.
I think they just disengage, obviously, from that. A whole lot given, waiting for that to come up. Turtle, next one, last one of the game, at least to get to this point, but tough to deal with for TLID to go ahead and now adjust from this. It looks like SRG taking things slow, and that's the best case scenario for them now.
All right, big wave left down bottom by Cram and Sekais.
Wow.
Fabian up to task, clearing that before they rotate to the turtle. If ever the first turtle was any indication, this might actually just turn into a Lord straight up. Massive pressure by SRG in the gold.
See that right now too, Innocent. Starting up the turtle. He does have the Malefic gun in the Haas claws though, so taking a couple shots. He's going to be fine. He can sustain through this, but they're finding a poor positioning here.
Good roll be coming down. Fabian will be able to claim it there. This time the retribution will be enough to secure the neutral objective. Just a bit of poke from both Innocent and Aaron. Some slows over as well.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, not gonna happen. Finally, Fabian secures it. Interesting. Another moment where we saw in mid that Stormy may have just preemptively fired off the feathered airstrike. Well, what could that be? Is it Aran just forcing him to do that?
I think it's just, comes down to even like the positioning, but maybe he just wants to go ahead and pre-fire, you know, like find a spot out if he can, but also just provide some of that extra covering. But it just seems like SRG's more so prepping for the First Lord coming up, because they're actually going to be able to and just take down this turret because of that Malefic gun. And Innocent will just knock this one down, tier 1 on the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a second item Malefic gun on Innocent. He knew that he was slightly behind Aaron Shiki, so he's just going to take it a little further. The straight lines on the Granger, incapable of just purely punishing the Brute.
From Innocent. The fact that there has been no fights means that he can actually afford to not build pure damage with the Berserker Fury. He can afford to go for the Malefic gun, just look for sieges. Yums, away the dragon, over to Witty. That's Skies coming in with a stun as well. Yums getting caught in the implosion. Skies falling too. That's a double for Fabian as he goes in onto Graham. A few more dashes over to Graham, and that should be a triple for the Usurper.
Triple already, Innocent. He's going to go ahead and slide out to safety, but what a play and what a setup around Yehezkiel with the RWM, and now after that, the triple, they'll get a turret off top.
Economy seems to be the one reason why Liquid ID won that. And I'm not talking about gold. This is a very small, almost insignificant 1,000 gold ahead. It's economy of skills. Liquid ID let Witty get caught there, but it was just enough of a window for him to use Implosion. That turned the fight around.
So that begs the question here. Another feather airstrike. Aaron Shiki is just going to dash out of that one, actually dealing more damage with the help of Yehezkiel. But again, the question, was it wise to kick Witty?
That's exactly what I was asking myself when I saw it happen. You kick Witty, you know that there's eventually going to be a crash into it and then an implosion to follow up. So not sure. Maybe this time we see Yums kind of adjust from this. Fabian going for Cram.
Electrifying beats. Final blow to the back. Fabian will be able to escape. Aran goes in, and Innocent slide tackles out of it.
I must say, Aran's use of the Glorious Pathway has been exquisite all throughout game number 1. He suddenly just straight lines. Whoa!
Where they catching Skies? With the implosion blinks out, Aran is there to catch him. Real world manipulation over as well. This is a winning fight for TLID.
Already, again, Witty on point this time. It just catches the jungler of SRG. Should give him the control over this Lord. Cram also just trying to cause some chaos on the backside. But it's still going to be focused on Aaron Shiki, though. Has information. Now they're going to be working. Yums is gone.
Look at Innocent. Cutting him down with the balls. Now Retribution from Fabian claims it. Witty walks up and now should be taken down. Cram. Final blow to the back. Witty going to be very low. Eye for a 9 for the airstrike.
And he gets him, and Cram will get away as well. 3 fall for TLID.
A Pyrrhic victory for Selangor Red Giants. They lose the Roamer, they lose the Lord, but they are on the board. Innocent taking balls, and Aaron Shiki forcing him back.
Oh man, that got close. Again, we've seen this happen before, and now Innocent full swing forward. Also just picked up the Berserker's Fury a little bit ago. So he's got the damage, but interestingly enough, you look at Aaron Shiki, he's on line 2 on the Granger here.
It's not as easy to say Aaron Shiki has a free way at any of the cores of Selangor Red Giants. I think that's been key for SRG. The fact that Innocent hasn't died, nor Stormy, makes this a very comebackable game. If anything, Selangor Red Giants now are actually ahead. It's not so simple. It's actually Cram, I think. Cram, Aran has been finding straight B lines. Again, I talked about how useful he is with the Glorious Pathway, but what's Cram's golden ticket here?
His opportunity?
Yeah, who's he finding?
I think, for the most part, especially because...
Witty?
Implosion again?
Oh, Keyboy? No.
Not sure about that, but...
No one saw that. That was odd.
Okay.
Ovian?
Beats up top. The implosion will definitely come in handy here. Fabian going back and forth. Cram able to escape. Skies comes in. The stun over. Soul Sever. Fabian is down. Now it's Aaron Shiki who comes over. That should be a kill and another. 2 Sky Piercer stacks in the end for Aaron Shiki.
And that was a tough one to watch because, yeah, if he had the implosion, but Yums going in with a kick again, the feathered airstrike.
Oh, yeah, Heskill taken down, Witty with a chop now. And that's going to be Aaron Shiki with the Detonata. Aran jumping in forward. Yums very low.
And he's gone, and now Witty trying to get out of dodge as Innocent now working on Aran with 2. Yums and Stormy chasing him down. They pop the conceal. Yums still looking for the setup here. Aran takes the shots, and he's going to be out of here as well.
A killing spree for Stormy.
4 for 1. Selangor Red Giants punishing Team Liquid ID. Their lack of an implosion. The nail in the coffin. 9-9. Selangor Red Giants, they're so good at reading the map. I could have sworn the fight was over, but as soon as Yums found Yehezkiel, put him right underneath the scope of Stormy. That's what I'm saying. As long as Innocent and Stormy don't die in this game, SRG have some modicum of control.
And the stacks that Aaron Shiki just picked up with a double kill is almost just gone here with a death, right? How many stacks is he sitting on now? It should have actually hurt him quite a lot.
You're closer to the base 4% threshold.
Yeah, he's got to rebuild those up. He does pick up a win in nature now, though, too. Gonna be crucial. There we go.
14.
Yeah, 14.
You start at 10, folks.
Tough to see, but they're going to have to approach this one. And going back to Cram, I think his job literally is just the distraction. This time, interesting build, too. He's got a Thunderbolt, Radiant Armor. Oh, the fight.
Witty jumps in with the implosion. Oh, Innocent's going to be caught. Aran walking forward. Gets him down. Aaron Shiki still able to survive. That's Sonata over the skies. Witty falling. Now Cram.
Cram still trying to cause a distraction here. He's quite low. Pops the Revitalize, going to be chased down. The kick from Yums follows on through. And now Cram on the run. Does he escape this? But Fabian will get the kill.
Flava Flav, the final touch to that team fight. 1 for 3. Finally, the cavalry get a galloping.
Oh, again, man, the back and forth. I think this is, if not one of the closest games we've seen so far for M6, just the back and forth. But this is going to be a Lord now in the hands of TLID.
A green light for the cavalry. The young stallions score their 2nd Lord of the game. Aran, oh my God, he wants to take down Stormy.
He's angry. All right, he finally decides that might be a bit too much, huh?
Too deep.
Not sure if I'm going to be able to catch that one.
Too far off. He does have 4 legs, but wings on Stormy, keeping him safe. Again, this is key. The fact that he hasn't died yet makes Selangor Giants such a great team on the high ground defense. Enhanced Lord marching through mid. It looks like SRG's going to take it down.
They're going to be able to clear this out.
Down to half HP, glorious pathway from Aran. They're going to get one charge with it at least. The feather airstrike now as well. Aran's actually quite low. Doesn't take the last shot. The Athena shield bot just in time. That could have been maybe lethal?
Yeah, maybe. It might have been at that point, but again, you know, respecting the damage that can come out from Stormy. Stormy also picking up the Winter Crown, and now for Sakai's gets a Malefic Roar. But they ultimately have a successful defense based off that first push from the Lord.
In hindsight, the fact that Team Liquid ID are so adamant with the way they play this game, a slow-rolling Liquid Stampede, it compromised Sekai's playstyle. Sure, early in the game, he had that one flyby, stolen turtle from Fabian, but since then, he's been working hard, he's been struggling. Weird here, caught out, some balls in his face, dashing out. They baited another feathered airstrike.
Know about that, Cram? Eye for an eye out, that's another. Now Aran cuts him off. Stormy's in the bush right now, goes in for Aaron Cheeky. Purify out, implosion from Winnie!
And he does enough damage, and there's the kick. Yums now on Air Cheeky, they flicker back.
Yums very low, Aaron, no, that's another Skies! Gets a soul sever on Yehezkiel, but Aaron Cheeky is able to claim the kill back. That's another, not connecting on the Yums. Fabian getting a bit more of the HP. Feathered airstrike, no more to come.
No more to come through. Doesn't have that flicker forward, but Innocent might want more, keeping him in check, but they're gonna get back to base. Again,
Wait a second.
Oh, hold on. Still gonna go. Aaron dropping the glorious path.
see?
Gonna chase him down. Innocent at the front side. Oh, and Yums is gone.
Sky Piercer, oh, Innocent almost getting the goal from a mile away.
Flavor Fave, coming in like the Flash, quick as light, punching someone and backing out. Still keeping Liquid ID in the lead. You cannot deny the damage here by Innocent. It's just that they can't finish the job. So many of Selangor Giants' counter punches, engages, lead to Liquid ID, their members just walking away.
And that's what I love about the lineup that TLID has here, because of the fact that, yeah, if Witty is a distraction or he wants to get kicked, let's say they do, but then they have the RWM to rely on, but also a glorious pathway, and that's why it's actually so difficult for SRG to cap out those kills or look for those follow-ups in certain situations.
So far, the story of game number 1, SRG using the map to their advantage, but slowly and surely, Team Liquid ID understand, hey, if we ignore Cram, we leave the devices and we win these fights, the map will eventually belong to us. Aran catches Yums here, does not have a flicker for about 20 seconds. This should be a go signal for Liquid ID.
They're going to start it up, but also the positioning.
Yeah, up top, up top.
Again, up top.
1v1, Fabian up against Cram. He might actually be solo kill here. Gets up barely with Revitalize 2. So Final Blow and Revitalize, 2 big resources out for Cram.
Already going to be out here, so they'll start up the Lord off of that. Aran and Yehezkiel waiting to set things up on this point.
Massive bush presence here by SRG, concealed from both sides, dropping the glorious pathway, Lord at half health.
No glorious pathway. RWM though, locking Yums down inside of the mobility field. Stormy still will go over to poke Yums, losing immortality. For that airstrike coming down, as Yehezkiel's able to escape. That's a shove.
No, already there's a setup with the implosion.
When he gets the implosion, Cram has kited away. Now the Lord, Fabian goes for it. Gets the Detonata to claim the Lord, and Skies too.
He gets the kill, he gets the Lord, and Innocent will be able to kick Winnie. But now Aaron Shiki might want more, and they back off. What a play coming through.
The untouchable one helps secure the Lord. Fabian, he's lost a major objective early on in the game. With the help of his long-term friend, he's able to hold out.
God.
Do they see Stormy?
Okay.
They push him out of the bush. They're in control.
Stormy was looking for that, man. He was hunting.
He knew it. Oh! Almost a goal.
Blood Wings! Blood Wings, keep it aside!
That's, you get the damage check there. Innocent.
So far, Innocent third in the gold ranking, so you know his arsenal is up to snuff. It's just the battle mobility, the speed at which Team Liquid ID responds, and the angles that they're coming from is too much for Selangor Giants. Honest to goodness, angles. It's been a tough 20 minutes for SRG.
It almost seems like, though, even though Liquid win the team fights, they can't really siege. It's just so, I mean, the clear is really good for SRG, but they're always staggered. The death timers, they will be able to get tier 2 up top in the mid lane. Whoa, Fabian on Stormy, whoa! Fabian I want to go solo kill you. He said it to King Kong, but he got it on Stormy.
Not in front of Mama Stormy. That's the first death of Stormy, the Mage Prodigy, folded in half. 40 seconds off the map. That's TikTok timers.
That's TikTok timers right now. Mid-wave pushing in. They might be able to go ahead and try to get this turret off of that kill.
All right, at least mid is going to break the conceal here.
Innocent poke down, but that's another Cram jumping with the final blow. That's a way to try and lock it on down with a Revitalize.
And Aaron Shiki still the front of it all. Gets into the Revitalize to heal back up. They got the mid turret. And they're going to be happy with that now, focusing on the top side.
So far, so good. Mission accomplished for the young Stallions as SRG reel in defense. They do not have their artillery mage, but they have to play it safe. Again, the damage on Innocent is an imminent threat.
And again, Stormy, he's done so good throughout the game, not getting taken out. And that's just how fast it can happen if Fabian finds him. I mean, even looking at the items, that's why he was able to burst. I mean, look at that. Divine Glaive has the Wishing Lantern, Holy Crystal, Starlium Scythe, and the Wings. And if he picks a target on the backside, they are going to get taken out very quickly. So now SRG has to keep that in mind as they approach this next objective take.
A steady gallop by Team Liquid ID into a dominant position. They dealt major damage, permanent damage to the mid lane as Liquid ID now approach a 6,000 gold lead. I'll tell you now, it's just a matter of time before another inhibitor falls, because it's so dangerous for SRG to take this fight. Fabian, I think, has Cram's number. Fabian understands what Cram wants to do.
He does. Lord's coming up here. And I think that is the thing. You know, they have to wait for that Lord because of TLID's lineup. But we've seen the struggle, man. The Granger and the range, you know, trying to siege into bases. But they did get that one down. But they're going to start at the Lord here.
Not to mention how difficult it is for Sekais to find an angle. Aran coming through.
He's trying to do the same thing.
This time he has the escape tool. Purifies all up, all battle spells for both these teams, Liquid and SRG. Up top though, the slow push hasn't really been dealt with just yet.
They're going to start it up again, reset for now. Cram still up on that top side. And this is even the obstacle that SRG faces. You know, Yums has to take that chance. He does have an immortality, but they wait a little bit longer. It's going to be started up still. Fabian works on it. Feathered Airstrike already dropped down, but that's just going to force a reset again on the Lord here.
Great damage onto Aaron Shiki. Oh, a shot from Witty to catch Yums there. Final blow into the back line. Aaron Shiki's able to kite away, revitalize as well. Witty with a implosion on the skies.
Aaron Shiki's still alive. Yehezkiel on the defense as well. They're going to be zoned out from the team as Aaron goes down. And now SRG, clear signal to start up the Lord.
Over and over again, SRG have done this. No matter what the lead, they can find a comeback. Yums finds a kick.
No one's there to follow it up though. Now Fabian, oh, the ball's from Innocent. Hurting real bad. Witty has the immortality. That's a real ablation. Innocent able to slide tackle out skies. Gets the kill for the airstrike.
And they're going to back off. Fabian might want more though. Does check it, has the shield too. But SRG fought for that Lord, and they'll get it.
Gold be damned. SRG don't care. They know that they have the utility. They know they have the damage. And they have kited the Lord long enough for Stormy to somehow end up with another feathered airstrike. And now they're in the best shape they've ever been in the past 10 minutes.
After that, this is now SRG's chance to go ahead and march towards those base turrets of TLID. Again, what we've seen for the majority of this game is their advantage. And what is that advantage? That's the range that comes with it. And even for Cram, just to mess up the backside here, the back line, Fabian chasing him down, keeping him in check. Witty holding on to that immortality. Can they defend this?
Big Lord marching up top. SRG escorting a wave in mid. Something's gonna break here. So far, Cram has always been able to compromise Aaron Shiki's positioning. Look at this, the map is red.
How do you deal with Innocent? Feathered airstrike to poke them down. The Lord not charging just yet. Witty trying to hold it as much as possible, but he will be able to charge down up top. Cram with Revitalize, getting more of that HP sustained. Witty gonna be chunked as well to half HP.
Now working on the mid turret, Conceal already gonna be used. Sekai's on the wings. Still takes a shot at Aaron Shiki, and now they drop it down.
RWM, and it's going to be very low. Fabian! The Usurper dives in. That's a stun from Skies, but it will not be of use. No one there to follow it up. Skies going to be chunked low. Fabian! I cannot to Cram!
Gets the double, and they take out Sekai's as well. TLID stays on the defense and comes out on top of it.
Oh, that is comebackable. That's 3 down.
Oh no, they're going for it. Fabian with the Cram. How are you gonna escape? You cannot. Fabian is an absolute monster.
He's a menace right now, and they're looking to end the game at this point. They're gonna run it down the mid.
Yums, can he defend? 1 versus 5. Ajikuno lands on 3, but TLID with the steady stampede will continue to secure game 1.
There's only so much the multi-time champion and multi-time M-Series competitor Yums could do against the whole cavalry here. Team Liquid ID, first on the board, game 1.
25 minutes, 24 seconds in. A slow burn, but a showcase of just peak